Okay, hey YouTube. I didn't think I'll be starting off the year with such a heavy video or topic, but as you can tell by the title of this video, it's more the serious note, and it's actually something I've been wanting to address since my personal experiences with death. Most of you guys do not know, I lost my best friend. She was like my best friend ever, and not like she was my best friend ever. And there was like a couple experiences that I had with social media that was just completely out of the line, disrespectful. So I've kind of had it in the back of my mind to do, but with recent just foolery, like I felt like it's time to upload, like bruh. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this intro, and then we're gonna sit and chit chat a little bit.
Now there she goes again, the dopest Ethiopian, and now the world around me begins moving in slow motion when every...
So if many of you guys have missed it, Logan Paul, he's a YouTuber. I had never really seen his videos before, but that's irrelevant. He decides to take it upon himself to go to a forest, which is known as the Suicide Forest, and do either a vlog on it, but basically do a video. And I believe his intentions were to, you know, bring up suicide awareness, but I can't give him the benefit of the doubt because of the way that he went on about it. Basically, like, him and some of his friends go to this suicide forest, and he has on like literally like this Monsters Inc. hat on, and he's like just joking and laughing around inside this forest, and they encounter a dead body, and I'm just like, are you serious?
That is now in our lives we just experienced.
How our lives unfold. There's no going back. I've seen things I can't unsee.
We found a dead body.
Yo! What the fuck? Gotta say, this is top 5 craziest things I've ever experienced in my life.
Top 5?
Top 1.
Like, some things just don't even need to be explained. I believe he's 22 years old, so he's well old enough to understand like how inappropriate that is. Like, that is it's not only inappropriate, it's disgusting. So they go into this forest and they're like goofing, laughing off, and they're talking about, oh, this is like the wildest thing I ever seen. They see a dead body, and I'm just like, are you serious? Like, it was a body that was just been hung. I didn't see the body. I couldn't even go through that video that much. And I'm not going to upload it on this. I wasn't going to react to it and have it viewed on this video because I heard it was just too inappropriate just to have. And I don't want that on my channel. But like, apparently you could just still see the blood, like the blood was blue. And the first thing he thought of was to go in this forest, record this video after they encountered it, and go to YouTube and upload it on YouTube. And I'm just like, sir, are you serious? When I first heard about it, I was just like, this sounds like some melanin deficient pre-adolescent, like, no. Like, no offense, but I really don't see Black people going to suicide forests getting ready to vlog. Like, but this is not a race issue. This is just completely out of line and disrespectful. And again, it kind of resurfaced like some of the stuff that I went through when I lost my best friend. And I can just be able to talk about, like, I just wanted to get on like social media etiquette. Like, one thing when it comes to death, and one thing is, like, if you see someone who has passed away, whether you know them or not, it's not always appropriate for you to be posting them. Like, you cannot, or posting that someone died. Like, you're not obligated, nor do you have to. Like, no one's forcing a gun for you to be like, okay, let me go ahead and say rest in peace to my friend, or whatever the case may be, my classmate from 10 years back, just because everyone else is doing it. Like, he was obviously doing it for views, and you know, quote unquote, suicidal awareness, but I can't even give them that. But like, you guys don't have to do that, because you have to think about the family. Like, what if someone passes and what if someone passes and then only their immediate family knows, and then a cousin, a niece, or a nephew, or someone, a grandma might log into Facebook, log into Instagram, and all of a sudden they see their grandchild, they see their uncle or their aunt, and people are posting rest in peace. Like, I kind of wanted to get into like the simple fact that people should take the time to at least consider it. You know, like, we live in a generation where we want to post everything on social media, and I'm like that too. Like, on Instagram, especially Snapchat, like, I post everything. But when it comes to death, there's like some lines you just cannot cross. Like, that's something that you have to take and actually sit back and actually think about what your post, your actions might cause to someone else. So I want to talk about my best friend. She passed September 17th, 2014. I still remember the day like it was literally yesterday. Her name was Samirah. We were the same age, same grade. She lived basically next door to me. We went to some of the same schools. Like, I was over her house every day, because sometimes we were in the same classes. We do our homework together. Like, this was like that girl. I'm an only child, and her sister's a little bit older, and then she has a couple brothers. So we were like literally like this A1 since day one, like that. So when she passed, it was very sudden. It was very unexpected. Like, it was, we are not about to cry. Hold on. It was completely unexpected, and it shook my world. Like, when I was in university, oh my God, I was shaking. I'll probably do another video about it, on how I coped with it, but it was horrible. Like, it was a horrible, horrible experience that I would never wish on my worst enemy. Dealing with the emotions of losing my best friend, I also have to deal with, you know, people posting on, it's not even just people, it was one person in particular, posting on social media for clout, basically. It's like, even to this day, it pisses me off that how people can use a situation so delicate, so raw, for likes and for comments and for just to boost themselves up and for them to get attention. Like, that's, oh my God, it's so disgusting. I'm gonna post a screenshot of what the girl said, and I'm gonna kind of like just basically dissect it. Basically, she posted this old picture of Sam, and she was like, "It's crazy how things happen like this, man. I will miss you so much. I grew up my whole life knowing you, and just today wasn't the right day." And I'm just like, number one, me and Samirah didn't like this girl. Like, I actually got into a fight with this girl, and once I got into a fight with that girl, I know, sorry, 7th grade, I've only been into 2 fights, I'm not super ratchet, but like, I got into a fight with this girl at Samirah's house, and ever since that fight, me and Samirah never rock with her. Since that day, like, ever. She would try to come over to Samirah's house, and we wouldn't answer. I mean, we were 7th graders, we were kind of rude, but like, Samirah, being my best friend, didn't like her more than I didn't like her since day one. And number two, on top of that, when Samirah passed, did she go to a funeral? No. Since she's passed, has she been to any candlelight, any memorial services? Has she made any effort celebrating her life that goes beyond of showing it on social media for self-gain? No, she hasn't done anything, like nothing. On top of that, they didn't have each other's number. They didn't text. They were like, when I say not cool, like, they did not like each other. Well, Samirah didn't like her, and she made it known. And I you know, frankly, I made it known too. Like, we kind of ignored her. And on top of that, she said she known her whole life. No, she has not known her whole life. They met, I want to say in probably grade 6 or 7. I want to say it was grade 6 going into grade 7 is kind of when we start talking to this girl a little bit more. And then literally it was that summer. At the beginning of the summer, we were all cool. By maybe mid of the summer, I ended up fighting her, and we talked. I mean, you know, we were in middle school, me and Samirah would be sending screenshots of her going back and forth, like, we were mean, but like, at the end of the day, like, we just didn't like her. And for her to have the audacity in 2014 to post her photo and then make no effort to celebrate her life or anything like that, like, you could have just left it alone. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't have to go out there. Like, I was pissed. And it was completely like, I sent the screenshots to Samirah's fiance and her sister, and we were just like, are you serious? Like, no, this is just rude. So then in the comments, she goes in the comments, and I wish I had a screenshot of the comments, but she blocked me. She was talking about going to the club. Like, someone commented about, is she going to a club tonight? And this is the day Samirah passed. And she's talking about, yeah, she's going to this club with him. And I'm just like, seriously? You're talking about going to a party under someone's quote unquote rest in peace that you've been such good friends with? With me, I was missing, like, literally, I was missing school, missing work. I couldn't, like, when I say I could not function, like, I have to do a complete new video on it. I have actually a blog post that I'll link in the description box below describing my experience. But I was shaking. I was crying so much, like, because the amount of tears that came out, I had burn spots on my face. And you want to sit here and just post on social media because it's cute? Like, that's not cute. That's actually raggedy and trifling. So then, you know, like a year or two later, I write this girl like, hey, do you mind? Actually, I think I have a DM. Let me go. I don't like to come with receipts. It's turned into a story time, child. But I was like, I wrote in the comments, I was like, you know, LMAO, can you take this down? This is, you know, a 66 weeks, so over a year had passed. And then I DM her. I was like, can you delete this now? I initially asked nicely, you know, Samirah ain't mess with you at all. This is disrespectful. You've had your little 15 minutes of your make-believe grief. When I die, don't try this mess and be posting my photos like we cool. And then she was like, bye, LOL. I was like, you real funny. And then she was like, and she stay on my page because we were cool. Me and you weren't. So you can be an adult and don't worry about what's on my page. I'll block you so you don't have to see because it's what? You don't have, and I'll block you so you don't have to see it staying up. Because, okay, she messed up. You don't have to see it because it's staying up. Have a nice night. And then she blocked me. No. After that, I was like, LOL, y'all weren't cool. And I was like, wait, I got screenshots. And she's like, we weren't. Bye, girl, you're too much. Can't spell worth the daggone still. And I was getting ready to send her screenshots. Like, when I say we would talk about, this lighting is nice. Okay, iPhone. When I say we would just stay up talking about this girl, like, we would always, I mean, not just her, kind of like everybody. Like, this is that friend that she would tell everything to. But she refused to take the video down. And I mean, the post down. And I'm just like, are you serious? So this is just my take on, you know, social media etiquette. Just kind of think about it when it comes to death. Like, that's just something you don't ever want to cross. Yeah, she blocked me, but at the end of the day, it's still disrespectful for her to post that. And I kind of want you guys to think about when you're posting, you guys are going to have people who die, unfortunately. Like, unfortunately, it's the unfortunate part of life. Like, death is guaranteed. That's the only thing guaranteed in this life. So when these things happen, think about before you post. I'm not saying you don't have to post at all. I definitely posted many times how I was grieving with Samirah, this, that, and the third. But I made sure it was appropriate. I made those extra steps to make, like, I was her best friend, like, hands down. I was close with her fiance and her sister. Like, her mom know me. Everybody knows me. So I was in that circle where it's like, okay, I feel like it's appropriate to post. It's okay to share her picture. But then I've had classmates die and people are swearing up and down like, oh my God, I can't believe so and such and such died. Like, that's cool. But when you're claiming like, oh, we were best friends, like this girl said she known her all her life, like, girl, you grew up in the projects. Like, what? How do you know her all your life? Please, let me know. Like, no shade, and I'm being super shady because I'm mad, you know, no shade, no tea, but we didn't know you. She lived like, I'll get in that later. But yeah, this is just, again, my take on it. You know, food for thought, take it or leave it. This is just my opinion. Just be cautious when posting. And like these two instances, things can go, you know, really bad, and you want to consider the family that's grieving and those that are close to them. Well, that's all I have to say. You guys have a blessed new year. You guys have a blessed new year. I hope we don't have to go through this again. Hope we don't have nothing sad. Like, it's gonna be nice and happy. Tomorrow I'm going to be recording tomorrow or Sunday, I'm going to be recording my 1 week with my hair journey. So you guys can go ahead and check out that video. It'll be in the description box below. But don't forget to like and subscribe, and at my handle, all of that is in the description box below as well. Thanks. Bye-bye.